Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Unplug, brought to you exclusively by every NG. Thank you once again, as always, for joining us. My name is Victor, and I will be taking you through all the latest updates from entertainment, politics, sports, whatever it is that you need to know. We give it to you here on Unplug. So let's get right into it. But before then, I just want to call your attention back to the aftermath of the NSAS protest and all that has been going on with DJ Switch, who is now in hiding. She sought asylum somewhere else, and Nigeria's Minister for Information, Lai Mohammed, saying all sorts of things about her. Well, DJ Switch has responded to the latest things that Lai Mohammed said, and I'll be letting you know what it is that she had to say. But before then, I always have something for the music lovers, and as usual, I'm bringing you the latest updates on music. But we're starting with BBNaija housemates Laycon and Vee, who in their own way are musicians as well. Laycon just dropped a video for Hip Hop, one of his songs, and now he and Vee were pictured in a recording studio with Nigerian producer, award-winning producer Fields. For those of you who have heard Reading Makula, yeah, you know who we're talking about here, Fields. So, that means that our appetite is being whet. Of course, back then when they were in the house, they talked about doing music together and all of that. So, pretty much very soon we're going to be seeing something from both of them, and we're really looking forward to that. But let me hold on the music for a bit and talk about some other BBNaija housemates. Now, the Kiddwaya ship, I don't know if that is even really a ship, but of course their fans are still shipping them, pushing them forward and all of that. Erica and Kiddwaya announced that they are going to be featuring in a Sierra Leonean reality show. Now, this is not Big Brother Sierra Leone, but it is called The Housemates. The Housemates is probably their own version of Big Brother. But anyways, Erica and Kiddwaya announced that they are going to be featuring there. We don't know what it is exactly that they're going to be doing, but if you want to know what it is, then you have to follow them closely so you can see whatever it is that they're doing in Sierra Leone. They're not going to be housemates, mind you. Okay, they'll be making very important appearances there. So that is that about that. Now, moving on to another housemate from BBNaija Lockdown, Kaisha. This time around, she went live yesterday and she was doing what most ladies do sometimes when they turn on their front cameras and they're enjoying the way they look, just feeling themselves. She was doing something like that, but she just paused after some time and decided, okay, I'm hungry, I haven't had breakfast. So she called her maid and was like, Deborah, that was the maid's name, what am I having for breakfast today? And the maid just told her innocently. And all she did was say, go get me my breakfast. And she said it like, go get it for me right now. Well, apparently that did not sit down well with some Twitter users, Twitter NG users, and they attacked Kaisha for it. As far as I am concerned, it did not seem condescending or demeaning in any way. But of course, people have their opinions, and Kaisha was called out for that. Someone even said it was worse than what Motara did with the roadside beggar the other time. But anyways, let's just give it to them. Of maybe Kaisha was wrong with the way she did. Maybe because she made the girl's face appear on her live or whatever it is. But anyways, let's just let people be sometimes. That's all right then. So I was just talking about Bad Boy Teams and the fact that he has just released a new video for his song Have Fun. And I was talking about the fact that he's one of the hottest new acts in the Nigerian music industry, and of course we're expecting so much more from Bad Boy Teams. And I like him personally, like I really like him, and I'm expecting so much more from him musically. All right, well, still talking about music videos, but before I move on to the next one, let me take a nice comment, and this one is from Clinton Thrones, and Clinton Thrones says, nice one, we are watching. Thank you so much, Clinton Thrones, for hanging in there. Please turn us up. The show is still on. Thank you so much. Well, moving on now. Kiss Daniel is also another artist to release a new video to one of his songs, and this one is for Boys Are Bad. Boys Are Bad, of course, off his latest album. And of course, Kiss Daniel is one that has been around for a while now. He's up there, considered to be one of the top artists in the country, and that album was actually really good. It was actually a very, very good album. Boys Are Bad is one of the hits from the album as well. And the video is beautiful, trust me, aesthetically pleasing. And so much good work was put into that one. And a really good one for Kiss Daniel. And if you're a fan, you need to check out that video ASAP. Really good one from Kiss Daniel. Now, moving on quickly, we're still talking about the musicians, but this time, one of them has been put in some kind of negative light. And we're talking about the first son of Port Harcourt, none other than Duncan Mighty. There was kind of a skirmish. Some people still say it's a misunderstanding here and there. He was somewhere in Port Harcourt. His car was parked at a filling spot where water tankers usually fill their tanks before they go out to distribute. The driver of the tanker did not know who was in the car. He was trying to tell the driver to move away. And he, asked the first time, asked the second time. Then he figured out it was Duncan Mighty. Then the third time he asked or something like that, Duncan Mighty reportedly, allegedly struck the driver on his head with a staff, an elephant's tusk. And the driver, was bleeding. We saw pictures of the guy after he was at the hospital. After he left the hospital, his head was all bandaged up and all of that. And it was looking terrible. Well, Duncan Mighty till now has not responded to these allegations. And the man is saying that he wants all the authorities, human rights organizations to come and look into the matter, that he needs some kind of, compensation, maybe not even compensation, but something actually has to be done. Duncan Mighty has to be called out. Well, we're waiting for his response and we're waiting to see what happens after all of that. Okay? Now let's move away from bad lights and let's move it over to the good side now. Sinach is also a Nigerian musician, albeit in gospel genre. And she has done something that really pleased a lot of people. There was this young kid who was caught in a video by an unknown person selling sachets of water, what we call pure water. He was selling it in a very unique way. He was telling people about how good water is, the importance of water, why you should take water, how it helps your energy, and how it helps fight against coronavirus. And Sinach happened to see this video and she said she wanted to locate that boy. Eventually, she located the boy and she gifted him a scholarship. That is really, really beautiful. I mean, just like that, she has changed that little boy's life. It's a message to you. Do the little you can to help those around you. I mean, if you find yourself in a position in which you can help people, don't hesitate. It's fulfilling to not just live your life for yourself, but also for people who can't do so much for themselves. So thank you very much, Sinach. A lot of people love what you have done, and we hope that you can do much more. Now, let's quickly move away from that and to the big story I told you about earlier, about DJ Switch and Lai Mohammed. Of course, Lai Mohammed came out and said that DJ Switch would be exposed, for whatever it is he claims that she did, with providing evidence and saying some things about what happened on the 20th of October at Lekki Tollgate. Well, DJ Switch has responded and said, Mr. Lai Mohammed, you are misinformed. However, that is how the Minister of Information can be misinformed about what is going on within his territory. It beats me. But I don't understand how the chain of supply of information or the chain of distribution of information works and how it gets to the Minister of Information. But whatever it is, we hope that soon enough, all of that can be settled. We still want to see justice, and that is what we are calling for. Okay, now on the lighter note, we move on to Banky W and his lovely wife. He's a lovely man too, by the way. His lovely wife Adesua Etomi. They just celebrated their third wedding anniversary. Yay! Really beautiful, really beautiful couple they are, and we're wishing them many more years in prosperity and children surrounding their table, whatever that is. But wish them all the best, all the very best. And another celebrity In the spotlight right now is Tools Oniru Demaren. Tools is an OAP, celebrity OAP, and she came out recently to recount her experience with COVID-19, not just her, but her family as well. She said how her husband and her lost their sense of smell and taste, and that was how they got to know that. It really got real for them, COVID-19. But she was thankful that her children did not get the virus. It could really have been bad if her children actually came down with the virus. But she was really thankful about how she's alive, how her children are alive, how her husband is alive, and they're all doing fine now. Coronavirus respects nobody at all. But anyways, I have another comment here, or a number of comments from Clinton Thrones again. He says, if Duncan Mighty did that, man, that's very bad. But until he responds, we can't say much. I was about to say that we're waiting for him to, give us his own side of the story so that we have a balanced view of things. Clinton Thrones still says, Sinach is class and inspiration. Thank you, Sinach. Yes, thank you very much. And he goes on to say, the honest truth is that the Minister of Information and the government know the truth. They're just trying to play it down. It's one of the things that a lot of people are saying. They actually know what happened, but they're trying to suppress the truth. The truth always comes out. That is what I'm going to say. Clinton Thrones still says, congrats to Banky and wife. Yes, congrats to them. We're hoping to be around for their 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th anniversaries. Anyways, moving on now. On the foreign scene, so to speak, like they say in the news sometimes, Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, this one is really, really chilling for me. She recounted how she suffered a miscarriage in June or July. She lost a baby. She has a child already, but she lost another child. And she particularly said, because I was asking the question, okay, you could have just kept it under wraps, just dealt with it, mental health, psychology, and all of that. But she decided that she was going to say this to help women in a similar space, in a similar condition at the moment, or who might suffer the same thing sometime later. So that was why she recounted the story, and I felt that was really brave of her. So if you know somebody, or maybe you suffered something like that, or in that kind of emotional space, Meghan Markle did that to encourage you that, well, just hang in there, stay strong, everything is going to get better. Well, that is that about that. Now, quickly, Don Jazzy is celebrating his birthday today. Today is the 26th of November, and oh yeah, it is Don Jazzy's birthday. Remember the last time I talked about the fact that he decided he was going to celebrate with 20 people, and on his Instagram, he set out the guidelines on how you could be among the 20 people. I'm sure those 20 people are perhaps out there chilling with him right now. But happy birthday, Don Jazzy, with love from every NG, and many more years to come. Finally, let's take a bit of sports. And it's so unfortunate that it has to be on a sad note. Football legend from Argentina, Diego Armando Maradona, died yesterday at the age of 60. He suffered a heart failure, and it's really, really sad. This is a big loss, not just for the football world, but for the world in general. He was a living legend. He was an icon. He still is an icon. He will always be an icon. One of the greatest talents that the game ever saw. And it's just, we hope his soul rests in peace, and his legacy is definitely going to last and outlive him. So we pray that the family, friends, and everyone is granted the fortitude to bear this irreplaceable loss. And I have more comments here. Okay, this one is from Damilola Rebecca. She says, I came on live today. Yay, it's good to have you. And she says, I'm so happy. Go. Okay. All right, thank you very much, Damilola. It's good to have you too. Clinton Throne says, Megan, you are brave. I agree. And another baby is coming. Dr. Clinton Thrones. Okay. I've seen the future. Don Jazzy, happy birthday. You are a legend. Indeed, he is. And this one is from Fasuyi Tolulope Akins. Thank God for Tuesday's life. Of course, thank God for Tuesday's life. She is an inspiration to a lot of people like me and many more. Well, that is all we can take on Unplug for today. Thank you so much for joining us. It has been a pleasure bringing you the show, and it's exclusively from every NG. My name is Victor, and until we come your way next time, please don't forget, Unplug is always here for you. Don't forget, like this video, share, and subscribe to our channel. All right, until next time, from me, it is goodbye and God bless.